be.
Yeah.
There will be.
Ken,
Yes, sir.
we're going on to tab 11. Would you like to present tab 11?
I'm not sure if we would. I thought you would. The Lake Committee believes that we should have a survey of our registered boat owners so that they can use that information for planning and budgeting for future expenditures, amenities, upgrades, and consistent rules and regulations, that changes that should be made. They worked hard on preparing the survey. They're going to mail it in July, receive responses in August, and make recommendations to the board so they can begin the 2009 cycle. We put on the newsletter and website. Cost is estimated $765. The committee realizes it's an unbudgeted expense, and internally they've agreed to make individual donations to fund that cost.
I have an almost immediate comment. First, I think it's great. We've been after boat survey for years. Two comments. I think, if possible, we ought to move the date back because August 15th doesn't really support getting information into the budget. It's late, right, John?
Yes.
But secondly, we left $1,200 in the Lake Committee budget tonight, and that doesn't necessarily have to be a portion to go to stocking the lake. I would recommend that the community, we ought to pay out of the budget the $765. I don't think we ought to use internal donations to do community things. So I guess in way of a motion, I'm making a motion that $765 be authorized to be spent on the budget.
Robin?
I'd like to know what's going to happen to the data that's collected, if we're going to use it in a constructive way. Or is it just going to start collecting and we're going to get one number for each question, and that will be the end of it? Because it might be of interest to know how many families vote, how many slips are in the marina, blah, 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 and to keep that in some kind of database. That's what we're trying to do.
We'll call on Judy Platt to speak.
If you look at the voting survey, I mean, there are those type of questions on the survey. This is something we would like to do. I don't know if we can do it every year, but we would certainly like to do it every other year. We are working on, a database. The only thing we are asking from the office is the list of property owners. The committee is taking this project on by themselves. As far as mailing it, getting the surveys back, analyzing the data, everything about it, the committee is taking this on. And there will be one survey per household. Now that means I based my recommendation or the cost of 500 surveys. There could be duplication in that because one household may register a boat over 10 horsepower and they may register 2, 3, kayaks, canoes, whatever. But it will be one survey per household. So the committee is dedicated to doing it, and we think it's important, and we were willing to put the cost forth to do it. So
Yep.
it's something we need.
Is there some reason, Judy, that you could not include this in the newsletter? And therefore the community will pay for sending it also? Include the survey in a newsletter instead of however you were going to send it out?
No, I don't think you're going to get a response. I don't think you're going to get a real good response from the survey in the
I think you
newsletter.
should do both.
Well, we got an excellent response, going back to the clubhouse days, we got an excellent response using Newsday. And that's a way of saving money.
Well, again, the committee is willing to, you know, donate the cost for this. Personally, I don't think 100 responses or whatever, as far as the GEM survey, was a really good response. This is a recreational lake community, and you know, we feel it should be mailed out. Do you think we'll get a better response from that?
Robin, were you satisfied that you got, did you get a satisfactory answer to your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to comment on your first comment about where to get the funds from. I think we should send it back to them and let them decide whether if they can raise these funds, let them raise them. If they want to use the budgeted money, let them bring it back and ask for it. Let them do it the way they want to do it and bring it back to us and let us approve it.
Right. So there's, are you moving,
Just a suggestion. Actually, Judy, what do you think of that?
Let's separate the question of whether we have a survey from how we fund it. Is that?
Yeah, I made a motion that we fund the survey community, and we fund it against the $1,200 that is in the lake committee budget, that was a budget item.
Okay, you're sticking with that compound motion.
You got a compound or a single?
Well, it's, we do it and we pay for it this way. It's really compound. Do you want to raise a competing motion? Or is
I
that
don't
just for
know.
discussion?
I'm not sure if I can vote that way because I don't know how they feel. I'd rather her take it back or tell us what they
Well-
want to do with that money.
Okay. Well, our recommendation to the board was, as a committee, we would be willing, as a committee, to pay for the costs. I personally, as the chair of the committee, I don't want this cost coming out of lake stocking, because we kind of had to fight for that to begin with, and we agreed at our last meeting, this is what we were willing to do. So, no, I don't want it coming out of lake stocking.
So do you think you represent the lake committee in that opinion?
Yes.
So yes, I guess I would offer a competing,
Okay,
that we allow them to do it the way that they want to fund it through their committee and donation.
okay, very well.